Today, I want us to talk about why we keep delaying the things we actually want to do. Why is it that we delay the things we actually want to do? And this video is not like something that is very far out there. It's something that I'm addressing within myself. And part of how I'm addressing this or dealing with it is by choosing to show up anyhow, right? So if you're like me, a person that overthinks everything, and that used to really rub me off the wrong way. But after self-examining, I realized really I do overthink everything. And it doesn't mean that you're a terrible person, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person or you're wrong for doing the things you do. We are all wired how we are wired. So there are people who just very introspective and they take things, they digest things internally for many reasons. It could have been your environment that caused you to be that way, or you were born like that. There's no judgment about it. Now, if you're one of those people who overthinks, but I think this can apply to anybody, but specifically for that crowd, is that before you take any action, you take a lot of time with it. You're spending too much time with that. And I'm not going to say that everything for me works out that way. It's not like I spend too much time on everything. No, it's mostly, sometimes you'll take actions very spontaneously and then you will come back and overthink the whole why you did the thing you did, right? But today I'm not here for all that. I'm here to discuss, or I'm here to just pour my heart regarding this topic of why do we not do the things that we actually want to do? And I'm going to just kind of like, explore some of the reasons that I have found to be legit for me, and from people like me who've delayed to do some things, what is their reasoning? Just, from either, some of them are going to be from myself, some of them are going to be from the environment, the world, okay, out there, people, other people like me, right? Okay, so you might delay to do the thing that you want to do because you feel like there's a need of perfection. You want to perfect the thing before you can get to do the thing. And that is a trap, because what is perfectionism anyway? You might be stuck there, and you will be stuck there until the day you decide to do it anyhow. Because what is perfection? So don't let perfectionism and waiting to be very good at something before you can begin hold you back. I have been held back in this trap because I always felt like I'm not good enough for that thing. So I just have to, or I don't have enough skill or enough knowledge or enough understanding of the thing. So I need to get more of that so that I can one day come to do it. You will never do it at that rate. So just forget about that perfectionism and embrace. This is a great mindset that I'm learning to embrace. Embrace this. Embrace the fact that you will get better with time. Once you start doing the thing, you're going to start improving. I'm going to make a confession right now. Creating videos has been such a big thing for me. Like, it's something I've desired to do for the longest time, for years. But now, getting started was like almost impossible because of and it's going to lead me to the next point. It was all the things I was thinking in my head that just paralyzed me from taking the action. Now that, and then I started, then I stopped. And even then, I wasn't still very judgmental towards myself. I still did, like we can do better. But at the same time, I also understood that it took me so much to get started. So just to stand in front of a camera and record anything, it took a lot for me to do. And then the next thing was, after I did that, I did not continue. And this is going to be another point of why you might be wanting to do something but not getting to doing it. It could be because maybe you have fear of failing publicly. You feel like your videos or whatever, your content or whatever it is that you're trying to do, business or whatever it is you're trying to attempt to do, you're not singing, you're not going to be great. And therefore you feel like you should disqualify yourself before the public disqualifies you. You fear to fail publicly, and that holds you back. Don't fear to fail publicly. Fail anyhow, because that's the only way we learn. We learn through failing. Look at a kid. Before a child can learn how to walk, they fall so many times. And there's no shame in that. They get up and they're happy about it. And then they do it over and over again. So we can emulate that. Maybe we can be like little children, like the Bible says, there could be wisdom there. I'm not saying that's what it says, but I'm just saying, The other thing that could be holding you back could be the waiting for support. are you like me, who was waiting for support? When I shot the first videos 2 years ago, I did have a friend who was helping me like with the camera and stuff like that. I had another friend who had lent me their camera for some time. When they took their camera back, my heart just sunk and I just felt like, oh my God. And then the guy that was helping me also just felt like something else opened up for them and they had to go and they didn't have the time. And I just was like, well, that's the end. So then I just kind of like walked away from it because I felt like I needed the support to do it. Let me tell you something about this life. Sometimes and many times you will find yourself in a place only you can get yourself out of. Only you have to get up and pick yourself up and start moving, because there is nobody who's coming to save you. And once you learn that, you will just pick up yourself with your scraps and whatever bits and pieces that you have around you and put them together, because you are who you have. You're all you have. For the most part, you're all you have. Let me tell you, those ideas, those things that you want to do, they're inside you. Only you know about them. Only you know about them. And nobody else can extract them the way you. Let me tell you, even if you had a team helping you do these videos, they might not be done exactly how you want them done, because your team is also contributing their own expertise. They are doing it the way they think is best. But then there is how you can do it. And I think that's why social media is here, because it's a platform for you to express yourself fully and also to find what you like and what you don't like. Now, I am no longer looking at this platform with the intimidation that I was looking at it. Another thing that can stop you from doing the things you want to do is because you feel intimidated by the thing you want to do, or by the comparison you're making between yourself and other people. That is also another point. Like, you could be over there looking at, oh my goodness, but look at how they're flowing. Look at how I don't have an outro and an intro yet. I don't, but I'm here. I decided I'm going to show up and I'm going to learn to do these things, and I'm going to learn how to show up comfortably and naturally just as I am until I learn and figure out how to do this thing, because I have waited way too long. I have waited for support. I have waited to be comfortable. I've waited to overcome this fear and that fear and the other thing. I've waited to become like very comfortable in front of camera. I've waited for all these things. They will keep you waiting. They will steal from you. They will take time from you. And remember, time once lost is not recovered. But you can work so hard to make up for the time lost. But it's not necessary if we can avoid it, right? So if we learn something, we try not to go just spiraling, and waste more time. We try to, make up for that time by embracing the lessons and I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying that is something that can help you along this path, right? This path of life, because we are all exploring it. So if probably your struggle is not content creation, it could be something else. It could be public speaking. It could be starting the business. It could be anything. And you're looking at your business and you're thinking, I only have this little capital and I want to start this business, and look at, maybe it's cooking. That's what you want. And you only have enough to buy food for a recipe. And you're looking and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I've looked online and they have these people, they have professional kitchens. They have all this stuff and it's intimidating you. The comparison is killing your morale. It's killing your mood. You're now not wanting to show up. You want to public speak. You feel like you don't have that designer suit so you can show up. You cannot walk in heels, therefore you cannot talk. How does the heel and your mouth come together and stop you from doing the thing? You have the ability, and especially if the thing you're capable of doing or the thing you want to do, you are fully capable of doing it. It doesn't matter if it's not perfection, just do it. You will learn along the way. The other thing that could be keeping you from doing the thing that you want to do is the fact that you might be waiting for your circumstances to get better. Your circumstance might be, oh my goodness. Let's say, for example, you want to start vlogging about childcare or whatever business this is, or even let's say food again, okay? Or video, because this has been one of the things I've been trying to overcome. So I've been trying to do this video creation for years, but never got the courage to do it. Took me so long to get there, and that's okay. That's my journey. And then now I'm here. I got there, then disappeared for a while, and then probably I am so discouraged I don't even want to show up again, which was the case. But then I'm like, you know what? This voice, this fire inside me is not going anywhere. I'm always feeling it's starting to turn sour and starting to become something that is I'm starting to regret a little bit, because why am I not doing this thing? Other people, even people who were born 10 years ago, they have content. People who are even young, this days we start accounts for kids, they are doing great. You're still waiting. Why? But sometimes we are waiting because you're like, oh my goodness, maybe if I finish, maybe you're pregnant, right? You're like, maybe when I'm done with being pregnant, when I get my baby, I'll start content creating. You get the baby, that circumstance changes, but it changes and becomes more complicated. Now you have this kid who's crying out, the baby that's crying all the time, and now you have to take care of them, and you have to change diapers, you have to feed them, you have to do all these things, and now you don't have time. Then you're like, oh, maybe when they start walking, I'll do the content. Then they start walking, but you still don't do the content. There's always a but. And if you keep waiting for that circumstance to change for you to do the thing, you might never get started, because yes, circumstances do change, but they might change to become more complicated. What are you going to do? The day that you might have the time clear up, you might be broke. Now the thing you wanted to do, now you have a real good reason to say, I can't do it because I'm broke. But yet there's somebody whose budget is less than $1, and they're still doing that content. What's your excuse? So I'm just saying, like, if your reason is waiting for the circumstance to change, circumstances are constantly changing. If there's one thing you can know about this world we live in, is that change is always gonna come. Now, whether that change is good or bad is up to you. So what you do with it, okay? That's what I'm saying, what you do with it. Because sometimes, yes, it's heavy, sometimes it's crazy, but what do you do with it? The other thing I want to talk about is, like, if you have a fear of being seen. I'll talk about this one, because I'm telling you, I was so scared of the people. I was like, how are people going to see me? They're going to criticize me. What are they going to think about my content? What should I talk about? I should find a niche. Then you watch a bunch of videos on how to start a YouTube channel, and now you're more confused than how you started off than before you watched them. So this is a real thing. This has been my life. Then I sit there and watch all these things. 1 minute, maybe 1-2 videos, I'm feeling motivated. After that, now, after I watch like 10 of them, I'm just like, yep, I'm disqualified, can't do this thing. Are you disqualifying yourself from the things you want to do because your fear of being seen is taking over? Now, as people, okay, we are very interesting. We can be critical, we can be judgmental, we can be passive, we can be anything. Now, whether or not or how people react should never stop you from doing the things that you truly want to do. Do them anyhow. Because guess what? People will respond. People will react. People will say something. People will talk. People will do all these things. But that should never stop you. So you have to build some thick skin on you so that you can be able to navigate this life with, like, with courage. You have to have courage, because at the end of the day, you can't change people. You cannot. But you can change you. You can change your mindset. You can decide to show up irregardless of. You can decide to fail in public. Sometimes I wonder who's going to watch my video. And to even strengthen that point, the ones from 2 years ago, you're like, they were not even pushed to 100 people, even to 50 people. And you're like, damn, is there a point of doing this? But if my mindset and how I'm thinking about the things I'm trying to do is negative and is also like taking from, then it's not gonna push that content out there anyway. So this time I show up, not because I am guaranteed that 10,000 people are gonna watch my videos, not because I'm guaranteed that I'm gonna have thousands of likes or anything like that, not because anything has been guaranteed to me. And that could be another point too. Another reason you might be delaying to do the thing that you want to do is because you want a guarantee. You want to be told that if you do it like this, you're definitely gonna get. And you've seen those videos out here where they tell you these are the 10 steps, or this is what you need to do for you to get 100 or 1,000,000 subscribers. This is what and I'm telling you, it can be a trap too, because now you start watching this and you're like, this has to fix it. You post and then you do not have 100 views. Leave alone 1,000,000 subscribers. 100 views you don't have. 100,000 likes you don't have. But you are told there was a guarantee. When that guarantee fails, I'll give you an example. So one time back in the day, okay, we were to sit for an exam, and this exam was it had been known to be difficult. And there was some rumors or something, some rumors in the air that we could be able to purchase this exam before the main exam shows up, so that we have the copy before we sit for it, and therefore we'll have the upper hand and we will know what to expect, what is coming, and therefore we just go there ready and we ace the thing. And so there was a catch though, because for you to get that privilege, you had to pay for it. Of course, you knew we had to pay for it. So we were asked for a specific amount of money, and the ones who wanted to do it that way, they did it that way, they paid. All right. So we did get something. Yes, we did get something, and we practiced upon that thing that we received. The day the examination came, that was not what we were sitting for. The papers had completely different questions. It was a completely different thing. And we felt cheated. I felt cheated. I felt like, why did I invest in something that was not going to give me the money, the value that I wanted? Like, I was ready to ace this thing and, to have a wonderful time celebrating that success. But then the exam came different. What do you do at that point? So I looked at that paper and I felt like just shutting it completely and just writing my name and forgetting about everything else, because what's the point, right? You already know the outcome. The things that showed up here, you did not study for. The things you studied for did not come. And that's it. Now, you already paid. You cannot ask for your money back. It was very clear. Once you pay, you get your thing. That's it. No communication. We're done. Because this is like, black market stuff. So you're just going behind, trying to get some things, and it didn't work out. So what do you do when there is no guarantee for the thing that you are trying to get guarantee for? So if you're stopping, or if you're holding yourself back from doing that thing that you want to do because you feel like you need a guarantee before the thing can happen, there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee in life, period. I used to wait for guarantee. There is no guarantee in life. How sad is that? Oh God. But there is no guarantee. And I think it's best if you understand that from the get-go than always waiting for this thing to be guaranteed, and it is never guaranteed. What do you think? I think it's only fair if you're told that, like, from the get-go, tell me what it is. Tell me the real. The real is there's no guarantee in life. Therefore, do the best that you can with what you have, how you have it. And there's always an assurance of improvement, provided you're doing the thing. If you keep working on a thing, you're going to get better. But if you never work on it, if you shy away from it, if you feel afraid for whatever reason, and if you walk away from it, there is nothing that's going to change there. You're just still going to be inadequate for the thing. And that's not going to improve, because you're trying to improve yourself behind the scenes and never showing up. The thing you want to do is in public, but you keep staying out of the public. How are you? It's like, I know there's a saying that they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And I know it has a different meaning from how it's interpreted, but I want you to see it this way. You cannot be, if the apple tree is right here and you are like on another street in another city waiting where there is no apple tree, but you want the apple tree from this tree to drop on your lap, wherever it is you are, it's not going to do it. And I know that's far-fetched, but you get the point, okay? I'm just trying to paint a picture. Is that you have to be close to that thing that you're trying to wait on it to change or to get benefit from. You have to be close to it. You have to show up. You have to be courageous. You have to just do it for you. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we only have this one life. We only have this one life. And there's no other place. Where do you want to go create content at? We have to do it here. Where do you want to cook that meal from? You might not have a restaurant, but guess what? You can start here with creating content, because guess what? Even if you had a restaurant, you can still create content. I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe creating content is not supposed to be overthought the way I have been overthinking it. It's like, why did I stay too long from this? I wanted to do this. It's free for anybody. There's no specific rules of how you should do it, except obviously for the main guidelines, for the community guidelines. But other than that, you're free to show up and show us your personality. I hope that my personality has shown through this video as you watched it. I hope that this encouraged you to get out there and do the thing that you have always been wanting to do, because that's what you've been wanting to do and nobody else can do it for you. I hope you feel that you're not alone in this journey, because I'm here too. And braving up myself one step at a time by showing up. You don't have to be perfect. If you continue following me, which I hope you do, subscribe kindly and follow me. And as we are going on, I will definitely, I know I'll be improving, and I know my videos will look better. I'll get better at editing. Maybe right now it's all abrupt. My endings are very abrupt. Maybe my beginnings are very, but you just bear with me, because a girl is just putting herself out here with no team, just herself, and just coming out here to just pour her heart and speak about the things and doing the things she has been wanting to do for so long, but somehow held herself back. I hope you've been inspired. I'm looking forward to keep seeing you. Until next time.